Oh my god. I meant to do this video the other day, but I didn't get the chance. So here it is. My little rant slash the winners and nominations for the Golden Gods Awards. Now, if anybody watched this, I'm pretty sure you're calling bullshit on the entire list and claiming this whole list was a joke. I completely agree with you. This is just my opinion, but this list and the winners completely suck. Best guitarist. Now on this list you have like the classic like Dave Mustaine, Chris Broderick, who helped invent thrash metal. You got newcomers that are pretty good like Matt Heafy, Corey Ballou from Trivium, and Rob Finn and Phil DeMille from Machine Head. I would have even been happy with Lily Ander and Mike Morton from Lamb of God winning. Instead they give it to Jinx and Jake Pitts of Black Veil Brides. Ugh. I don't know who was tallying the votes and shit, but obviously they must be rigged. How the fuck do these two pathetic guitarists even win? They basically won over people. They went over Dave and Chris, who helped invent thrash metal. If you didn't know this is complete bullshit. I don't know how the hell they won. They are pathetic. Their guitars suck. Their guitar techniques suck. I mean, you're telling me they beat out a man who can create fantastic musical solos like Chris Broderick, and a man who helps invent some of the best riffs in all of heavy metal like Dave Mustaine? Come on. Best drummer. Now in this one we had some pretty good ones, some ones that I thought would win, like Brian Daylor of Mastodon and Thomas from Meshuggah, even Charlie Benetti from Benetti, I'm probably saying that wrong, from Anthrax, our old New York friends. Instead they give it to Jeremy Spencer, Five Finger Death Punch. While not as bad as like the best guitarist, he's really not all that special. He hasn't been anything. There's nothing surprising about his drum style. It's just your typical fast heavy. You couldn't give it to like Thomas, who helped rethink the way drum pads can go with a fucking guitar, or Brian Daylor from Mastodon, who's not only one of the most versatile drummers in all of heavy metal, but all of rock in general. I mean, come on, Jesus Christ. Best vocalist. Now this one had none of these were good. Ivan Moody and Jonathan Davis, James Durbin, and Andy Bismarck. And so the winner they gave it to Amy Lee. This one I'm not as pissed about, but still, it's nothing special. Whatever. Album of the year. Now on this you had some great albums, like fucking Anthrax's Worship Music, even like the new Lamb of God record that came out, Resolution, was really good. Instead, they give it to Korn for Path of Totality. I love Korn, but they should have not won this. Path of Totality was pretty bad. I mean, this does not make winning material. Worship Music should have definitely won. My opinion, of course, but no, just no. Best live band. On this we had actually a really good set of lists. We had like metal gods like Judas Priest, or even like the very embodying music of Tool, even the great setup of Guns N' Roses. Instead they give it to Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged, well, like how it Avenged, whatever. Fuck you. This just pisses me off. Reason they have a good stage and whole stage setup, but the music is not good with the stage. I mean, you couldn't give it to Tool, who, when you go to a concert, like a Tool concert, you have the screens, the lights, and the atmosphere just creeping around you, and you feel like you're one with the music. Just complete bullshit. Even Judas Priest, who make a fantastic live and always have been, you couldn't give it to them. You give it to a newcomer. That even no, just no, it's not that good. Most metal athlete, this I can barely give a shit about, but it's CM Punk, whatever. Comeback of the year. Now on this we actually had some pretty good comebacks. You had like Anthrax, Dream Theater, and Van Halen. Instead they give it to Slipknot. Ugh. Why? I mean, I like Slipknot, but what was the big comeback this year? They're doing Mayhem Fest again? That's not a comeback to me. I mean, sure, they've been through a lot, but that's just not a comeback to me. It's just, no. You couldn't give it to Dream Theater, who not only when Mike Portnoy left, the whole, everybody thought, okay, this is gonna seriously damage the band, but came back with a great top 10 album, and a Grammy nomination, or even Anthrax after getting their original singer back. came out with Worship Music, one of the best albums of last year. You're gonna tell me they got beat by Slipknot, who really did nothing this year. Even Van Halen, 13 years it took to get the new album, but it was still pretty good. And you're telling me, no, we gotta give it Slipknot. Fuck that. Riff Lord. On this, you had like Zakk Wylde, who's been very acclaimed over the last 10 years, Scott Ian from Anthrax, and Eddie Van Halen. And they give it to Slash. This doesn't, I mean, this makes sense. I mean, it's like, oh my god, I have to vote on this list? Okay, we got Eddie Van Halen, don't know him, Scott Ian, Anthrax, ew, that kills people. Slash, oh my god, I love Slash. I love him on November Rain and Welcome to the Jungle. I'll take this one. Whatever. Bullshit again. Should have went to fucking Eddie Van Halen or even Dave Grohl. Paul Gray, best bassist. Now, they renamed it to Paul Gray. Whatever, it's not a big deal to me. It just seems a little stupid. But on this, you have like some actually decent bassists like Michael Anthony of Chickenfoot, Frank Bello of Anthrax, and even David Ellefson. Instead, they give it to Nikki Sixx. Oh, you have Wolfgang Van Halen. They gave it to Nikki Sixx, bassist for Motley Crue and 6am. Fuck this. I mean, you couldn't give it to Wolfgang Van Halen, a man who is a very influential bassist on a lot of modern day hard rock and heavy metal bassists. Instead, you give it into another popularity contest with his pathetic ass in book. Now we have Best International Band. And this set I really liked. I mean, you had like Lacuna Coil, Behemoth, Rammstein, Sepultura, Meshuggah. Instead, you give it to X Japan, a band nobody would give two fucking shits about. You couldn't give it to like Rammstein, who have a fantastic, fantastic live show and been world renowned for their live shows and music, or Behemoth, one of the biggest black and death metal bands in the world. Even Meshuggah, who's become over the last decade one of the biggest bands and most renowned bands in the world from a different country. Instead, you give it to X Japan, who nobody knows who the fuck you are. Most dedicated fans, this shouldn't even be in there because you know it's gonna be these whiny ass pathetic fuckers. So on this list, you had Falling in Reverse, Evanescence, Acme Alexandria, Black Veil Brides, and Avenge. Oh, and Him. And Avenge won this. All I could say is whatever. All their fans are complete whiny little bitches. I mean, you don't see fucking Cannibal Corpse fans or Sepultura fans whining about, oh, we should definitely win that. No, you don't see that. This is just a joke. This whole list, the winners, the fucking crowd at the show when the lives went on, like with Trivium, the crowd was pathetic, the winners are pathetic, the runner-ups are much more deserving. Some of these guys are very influential in today's music. Whatever, this is bullshit. I thought when I watched this and saw the list, and the winner, saw the list and like the nominees and shit, that this would be a celebration of metal and of the ones who deserved it the most. Instead, we got a popularity contest for which bands fucking 13-year-old little 13-year-old girls like and scenesters like. This is just, no. You gave it to people who didn't deserve it. Now, it's completely my opinion, of course, but still, I'm pretty sure a couple of people are going to share my opinion on this. This is a complete joke to all of metal and hard rock. Just, no. But, whatever. So, whatever. Oh, well. Oh, quick update. I will be starting my home concert review thing, because Wednesday I'm going to a concert. It's All Shall Perish, Carnifex, Fleshgod Apocalypse, The Contortionists, and Conducting from the Grave. Should be pretty badass, especially for the price. So, yeah. Keep it metal, subscribe, fuck this list. Bye.